Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling a really critical intersection, artificial intelligence and cybersecurity.
It's huge right now.
Definitely. We'll be exploring how AI is fundamentally changing how we defend against digital threats. And importantly, we'll take a close look at the AI+Security Level 2 certification.
Which is designed to give you the skills you actually need in this space.
Exactly. I mean, the sheer scale of AI's impact.
Yeah.
It's almost hard to grasp sometimes.
It really is. Globally, the economic footprint of AI, they're projecting it'll hit something like $1.35 trillion by 2030.
Wow, 1.35 trillion. That really sets the stage for the kind of transformation we're talking about.
Yeah.
And when you focus just on cybersecurity, that growth is, well, it's explosive.
Oh, absolutely.
The AI cybersecurity market was valued around, what, $22.4 billion in 2023?
That's right. And the prediction is it'll balloon to $60.6 billion by 2028.
60.6 billion. What's a growth rate on that?
It's a compound annual growth rate, a TAGR of 21.9%. So huge year-over-year growth.
21.9%. That isn't just a small adjustment. It feels like a total reshaping of the security landscape.
It absolutely is. And, this rapid growth really highlights something crucial. Our traditional cybersecurity methods, they're struggling.
They just can't keep up.
Increasingly, no. They're often outmatched by the speed, the sophistication of modern cyber attacks. I mean, threat actors are using AI now, too.
Right. So our defenses have to evolve just as fast, maybe faster.
Exactly. AI isn't just nice to have anymore. It's becoming essential.
Okay, so given that backdrop, this massive growth, the evolving threats, let's really dig into how AI is actually changing the cybersecurity game. What are the key ways it's being used?
Well, one of the biggest areas is real-time threat detection. Think about traditional antivirus. It looks for known signatures, right?
Right, known bad files.
AI algorithms, though, they can sift through just vast amounts of data constantly. They're looking for subtle patterns, anomalies, things that might signal a brand new threat, like a zero-day attack.
Ah, so things that haven't been seen before.
Exactly. Often catching it before it does real damage. It's sort of like having this incredibly sharp, always-on security analyst who never sleeps.
So it's moving beyond just recognizing the known bad stuff to identifying the unknown weird stuff.
Precisely. And its power also extends to advanced threat intelligence.
How so?
AI can pull together and actually make sense of information from tons of different places. Security feeds, dark web forums, news reports, even social media chatter.
Okay.
It builds a much richer, more complete picture of what threats are out there, who's behind them, and what they might do next. This helps predict future attacks and, put better defenses in place.
That makes sense. But what happens when something does get through? When there's an actual incident, how does AI help then?
That's where automated incident response really shines. AI can jump in and handle many of the routine, time-sensitive tasks.
Like what?
Like isolating machines that are infected, blocking malicious IP addresses, maybe even applying kernel patches. This automation just drastically cuts down the response time.
And time is critical in a breach.
Absolutely critical. Minimizing that window minimizes the damage, the cost, everything.
That speed advantage sounds huge. Now, I've also heard AI is getting good at understanding sort of normal user behavior.
Oh, yeah. Behavioral analysis, that's a powerful application. AI essentially learns what's normal for your systems and your users.
Like what time I usually log in, what files I access.
Exactly. So if suddenly you try to access super sensitive data you've never touched before, or log in from, I don't know, halfway across the world at 3 a.m.
When I'm usually logging in from New York at 9 a.m.
Right. The AI flags that as suspicious, potentially a threat, even if there's no known malware involved. It's great for catching things like compromised accounts or even insider threats.
Okay, so it's less about known bad signatures and more about that just doesn't look right based on past behavior.
You got it. And AI is also beefing up how we authenticate users. Passwords alone, we know they're weak.
Yeah, easily stolen or guessed.
So AI lets us layer in things like biometrics, fingerprints, facial scans, but also more subtle things, like analyzing the rhythm of your typing or how you move your mouse.
Really? Your mouse movements?
Yeah, behavioral biometrics. It creates a much more robust, multi-layered way to prove you are who you say you are. Much harder to fake.
That sounds significantly more secure. What about finding weaknesses before they get exploited? Can AI help there?
It can. That falls under proactive vulnerability management. AI algorithms can analyze software code, system settings, public vulnerability databases.
To find the potential holes.
Exactly, to find those potential security weaknesses before the attackers do. This allows organizations to patch things up proactively, making them a harder target.
It sounds like this isn't just theory. You're saying companies are actively using AI like this now.
Oh, definitely. Major cybersecurity players, companies like CrowdStrike, Palo Alto Networks,
Hmm.
they've integrated AI really deeply into their platforms. It's enhancing everything from detection to response.
And are we seeing results?
We are. There was an IBM report, I think, that showed organizations using AI-driven security tools saw, on average, a 27% reduction in the time it took to identify and contain a data breach.
27% faster. That's a significant improvement.
It's a game changer in terms of limiting damage.
Okay, that's compelling. But with all this potential, surely there are roadblocks, hurdles to actually getting AI implemented effectively in cybersecurity.
Well, absolutely. The potential is huge, yes.
Yeah.
But a 2023 survey really highlighted some key challenges. A big one, 42% of employers surveyed across the US, Germany, UK, pointed to a lack of AI skills in their workforce.
Ah, so you can have the best AI tools, but you need people who actually know how to wield them effectively.
Precisely. The tools don't run themselves, not entirely. You need that human expertise to configure, interpret, and manage them.
What other barriers came up in that survey?
Well, cost was a factor for about 21%. Same percentage, 21%. Mentioned just not having the right AI tools available yet. Then integration challenges, trying to plug AI into existing, often complex IT systems. That was an issue for 22%. And dealing with the sheer volume and complexity of data needed to train AI effectively, that was a barrier for about 25%.
So it's not just plug and play. You need the skills, the budget, the right tools, and a way to handle the data and integration.
Exactly. The benefits are clear, but getting there requires addressing these factors, especially the skills gap.
And that leads us perfectly into the AI+Security Level 2 certification, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
sounds like it's aimed squarely at that skills gap.
It is precisely. This certification, offered by AI Certs, is specifically built to empower professionals, cybersecurity folks, IT teams, cloud specialists, risk managers, with the actual knowledge and practical skills to integrate AI into their security strategies effectively.
Right, equipping people to meet these new demands.
It's all about bridging that gap between the potential of AI and the reality of implementation.
Okay, let's unpack that Level 2 certification then. What's actually covered? What kind of curriculum are we looking at?
It's pretty comprehensive. It really builds from the ground up where needed. Starts with Python programming.
Which is foundational for a lot of AI work.
Right. Then it dives deep into machine learning concepts, basically. How computers learn from data, and specifically how you apply ML in security.
Can you give examples?
Sure. Things like using AI to detect malware, spotting malicious code, or using AI to make email security smarter, filtering out sophisticated phishing attempts.
Email security. Always a battleground.
Isn't it just? The certification also covers various anomaly detection techniques like we talked about, spotting that unusual behavior. And it looks at how AI strengthens user authentication.
Okay.
And importantly, it doesn't shy away from cutting-edge stuff either. It gets into technologies like generative adversarial networks, GANs.
GANs, what are those in a nutshell?
Think of it like two AIs learning in competition. One AI tries to create really convincing fake data, maybe fake network traffic that looks like an attack. The other AI tries to spot the fake.
Ah, like a training contest.
Exactly. And through this contest, both AIs get smarter. This has big implications for both creating better attack simulations for testing defenses and for building defenses that can spot more sophisticated fakes.
That sounds like a solid theoretical foundation. But cybersecurity is so hands-on. What about practical application?
That's absolutely central to the AI+Security Level 2 certification. There's a major focus on real-world experience, and it all comes together in a capstone project.
So you actually build something.
Yes, you apply what you've learned to solve a real-world type problem. For instance, maybe you'd build an AI system to detect fraudulent credit card transactions by spotting weird spending patterns.
Okay.
Or you might design an AI-powered email filter or